Evening everyone, how are we doing? So I have made it the end of day 2, pre-op diet. Today was a much better day. I did manage to get some sleep last night despite the pounding headache, and woke up this morning with the headache almost gone, which I was so thankful for. So I have just had a little bit of an inkling of a very slight headache all day, but totally manageable. Nothing that's really been an issue at all. So I'm so thankful for that. Although I know I'm not out of the woods yet, because that headache can hit you between days 1 and 3. So let's just get through tomorrow. Right? So today I tried out the strawberry Optifast shake for breakfast, and I added a whole lot of frozen berries into it. I have to say, I could actually, well, I say this now having only had one, but I could actually drink that quite happily, regularly, just as part of, like, even if I wasn't doing this diet. It was actually delicious, so I was over the moon with that. And then I hooked myself up with one of the Optifast soups for lunch. So I had the chicken soup today. Wasn't terrible. I have found with all of the Optifast products that I've had so far that they're very mild flavoured. Now, this could be because I've got such a sweet tooth that I'm used to a very strong sweet flavour. Maybe that's why, but I am noticed they're quite mild flavoured. So I had the chicken soup. Definitely, again, nothing wrong with it. Had some 100 grams of skinless chicken, diced with a whole lot of veggies and my crushed garlic and soy sauce for tea. And then wrapped it all up with another caramel Optifast shake after tea. So that is my day's consumption. Add in, of course, my minimum 2 litres of water with the Benefiber in it, and a Barocca this morning for good measure. And I may also be having my little sugar-free V each day. I'm still allowed that at this point because it is sugar-free. It is the diet version. I don't drink coffee or tea, never have, but I have very much got myself into a habit of a can of sugar-free V every day. It's just kind of like my thing. And I've always had the big cans. So in preparation for surgery, I've cut down to the little cans. And the dietitian has asked me to stop that 3 days prior to surgery. So we're working on that. So there's nothing wrong with those drinks per se post-surgery. The main issue is the fizzy. Definitely don't want you having anything that's carbonated for the first 3 months after surgery. Reason being that my stomach, or my capacity internally, is going to be so small that bringing anything like carbonated drinks in it, you're just wasting space. I just honestly won't have the room. I'll be struggling to consume my daily requirements in terms of protein and vitamins and minerals and stuff that we just can't afford to take up any space like that. So that has been my day's consumption. Like I say, only a mild headache, but a side effect no one warned me about. I had to reach out to another gorgeous friend who has had the same procedure than me. She's about 6-7 months ahead of me in the process, and go, is this normal? And then did some Googling. Now, I have done, like I say, I've been thinking about this decision for 3 years. I've done a lot of research. Like, I have read so many things. I have watched YouTubers as they've gone through the process. Like, I've done my research, and no one talked about this. So I'm just going to put out there, I'm going to give you all the details. So, obviously, everything going into my body has changed. Wow. How things coming out have changed too. The smell. Like, quite seriously. The urine smell. Wow. And the fart smell. Wow. Like my husband left 2 years ago, and I'm like, yes, gone are the days I have to deal with those smells. No, apparently I can do them just as well. So Google tells me that this is normal. This is a sign that my body has indeed gone into ketosis, which is the point, or one of the points of the pre-op diet. It's about just that detox kind of process, with, of course, the main aim to be shrinking my liver. But when you go into ketosis, your body does produce a whole lot of extra ketones and stuff like that. Acetone, all this kind of stuff, and basically it's got to have somewhere to go. so it comes out wherever it can. Yeah, the detox smell. Yeah, best live ever. Wee smell. Told ya. I'm going to be the honest one. If you want to know the details, this is where you need to be. So yeah, that's been my day. Living with smells I hadn't noticed before that I was capable of, and only a slight headache. Otherwise, I made no slip-ups today. Very proud of myself for that fact. Found it a lot easier. I was at home all day, so I just set about my day, did my work, all of this kind of stuff. So I do have to go out and about tomorrow for some appointments in town in the morning, meaning I won't be home at lunchtime. So I will be taking a bar with me for lunch tomorrow. So I'm aware that I'm just going to monitor to see how that goes. Okay. But yeah, end of day 3 and we're doing okay. So pretty happy to report that. No, end of day 2. Oh my God, we're only day 2. I can do this. The random explosions, that fiber drink. See, these are all things I can look forward to. Can I just say two things? I knew that weight loss surgery wasn't uncommon per se. I've certainly come across people in my life that have had it. What I didn't realize before setting this page up is just how common it actually is. So many people have reached out to me going, oh, you're having this. I had this, blah, blah, when. I had this then. I had this then. I am blown away. I really am at how common of a procedure this actually is. So I'm glad that I'm kind of doing my bit here to put it out here, urine smells and all, to really highlight to people how common this is. It's actually not a rarity. It's actually quite common. And the second thing is just a whole lot of love out to everybody. I have been inundated with private messages through this page, private messages through my personal Facebook account, as well as just people I know coming up to me going, you can do this. You're amazing. The amount of school mums I have had from my son's school go, right, I'm figuring that you're going to need help in that recovery stage. You know, is there a period that you can't drive, which there is? What can I do? What can I do to help? And as a single mum, I mean, for anyone, but especially as a single mum, thank you. Honestly, thank you so, so much. It means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much for everybody's support. And yes, Michaela, so Stephen Kelly is one surgeon in Christchurch. He works as part of the Christchurch Weight Loss Surgery Clinic, which is where I'm getting mine done through. Stephen does over 500 operations a year. One surgeon. In that clinic, there are 4 surgeons, I believe, and that's just the one clinic in Christchurch. So it's really common. And pre-COVID, many, many people went overseas. Mexico was the place to go. But many, many, many people, and I know numerous people that have done that too. So it's more common than I realised. So I think that's my takeaway from the last couple of days. But anyway, I feel like there's a fart coming, so I'm going to go off the live before that happens because they've also got some sound to them. So thank you everyone for your support. Day 2 is done. Right. A little bit more fiber water and I'm done.